I feel like it's a time where I can figure out what I believe.
It's about surrendering your life completely to God.
This has been a directional life change for me.
I was just in a place in my life where I was searching for, meaning and searching for purpose and grabbing onto it anywhere I can get it from.
And I just had an uneasiness in going to that next step and going to college.
As a Christian, you can't thrive alone.
Impact 360 prepares you for college and really life in general.
It seems like a gap year, but it's not. It's the most academic thing that I've ever done. It's pushed me more academically, even than high school ever did, and I took college classes in high school.
I really saw this as a time to take some time off from the normal path and really focus in on what is important, especially in my life.
One thing that Impact 360 was that a lot of things aren't is that it's total, it's complete. Hey man, is this thing on?
Check it out.
Hi, I'm John. Are you ready? Good to go? Hey, I'm John.
And I'm Kelsey.
We decided to borrow this camera to give you an idea of what Impact 360 is all about.
So you'll hear from us who have actually lived it.
Your questions and expectations might be the same exact ones we had just under a year ago.
Check it out.
Coming into the program, I thought it was going to be sort of like a 9-month summer camp that I'd, sleep in late, have, nice feel-good Bible studies. I quickly learned that it wasn't summer camp, so.
Originally, I thought Impact 360 was just a program for philosophy and worldview. I discovered that it's a lot more than that.
I really felt like my parents' faith really wasn't my own, and I had never really made it my own until actually the summer before I came here. So I had a lot of questions about whether God really existed and how could there be so much sin in the world if, God really existed, and just a lot of questions.
At that time, I was just really starting to wrestle with calling and what I was supposed to do with my life. And so just one night I was lying in bed and it's like, man, it'd be really great to take this year off just to get closer to God and to find out what I want to do. And then within a week, easily, I was accepted.
So as you can see, we all had different ideas of what the Impact was going to be all about.
But if there's one thing we had in common is that we've grown so much.
And often in ways we didn't expect.
What's really impacted me the most is learning to love God first and how that flows to loving others and how they intertwine, and it's not all about me.
The holistic part of it has helped me be more discerning and how I look at current events and different situations that are going on in the media or just amongst my friends and family and just peers around me.
And they don't just teach you all this facts and knowledge that you just know and you can memorize and spout off the top of your head, but they tell you stuff and show you how to apply it.
I learned a lot about thinking critically about what other people say to me and just not taking what they say as truth, just thinking through it and filtering everything through what I know of the Bible.
Since I've been at Impact, I think it's really given me, an idea of where I want to be, 5 years from now, and it's really inspired me to learn and to seek knowledge and seek truth.
We've been able to talk to some of the greatest Christian leaders of our time, not just Christian speakers and writers, but I mean Christian business people, Dan and Bubba Cathy and Truett Cathy.
One of my favorite experiences has been going to Chick-fil-A's corporate office and learning about the serve model. I've learned that to be a great leader, you have to first learn to be a servant.
The kind of leadership we learn here almost seems backwards from the rest of the world because it's a servant-based leadership. It's not so much me-focused anymore.
A part of the Impact 360 program is that we spend a month studying cross-culturally and serving alongside International Mission Board missionaries. That was a really neat experience because it really, I got a chance to see God's heart for the nations.
I was in Europe and I said, "Do you speak English?" And he said in a real broken, thick Czech accent, he said, "Yes, I speak English." I said, "Do you read the Bible?" And he said, "Yes, I have read the Bible." And I said, "Well, do you believe any of it?" He said, "No, I don't believe God exists. I don't believe there's evil in the world." He said, "I don't believe right and wrong are absolute," and all these things. And I just started getting this really crazy grin on my face because all this stuff he was saying was stuff I learned at Impact 360 and in class. But it was just an incredible experience to actually see what I had learned paid off right then and there so perfectly. God really orchestrated something amazing.
So as you can see, we've learned a lot in the classroom.
But we've also learned a lot outside the classroom and had a lot of fun doing it.
I didn't think that I would necessarily get as close to all the people that I have.
The community was definitely a big surprise. It's been such a blessing to be able to become really close friends with everyone around me.
We're learning to live as Christ did, and to put others first and to be a servant. And being in community with these people, you definitely learn to put their needs before yours, and it's a hard thing to learn, but it's one of the most beautiful things about Impact 360.
My roommate John has helped me a lot with the accountability at Impact 360. I've never really had a guy that I can go to and just talk, and somebody that can help me through what I'm thinking about and what I'm struggling with at the time.
The two things that I've learned the most this year have been the importance of having Christian friends and having that accountability, because I really didn't have that before this year. And my friends here have really challenged me to grow personally and definitely spiritually.
But I've made friends here that I wouldn't have made otherwise at other places simply because of the tight bond.
And it provides almost a family atmosphere. That's when you can get into the deep questions and you can let your guard down because you know the person sitting next to you, you know the person in class, you know everyone in class.
So now we're at the end of our journey. Thank you for taking the time to watch our little production.
For many of us, Impact 360 is really just the beginning. We'd like to leave you with a snapshot of what our lives look like as we move forward.
Thank you and God bless.
As sad as I am to leave Impact, I'm almost excited because now I have something to shoot for. I know exactly kind of where the ship needs to go. You will find your strengths at Impact 360. You're going to find where you're talented and where your gifts are and where you're going to be able to use them.
My experience here at Impact 360 has been life-changing. I've learned a lot about myself, about what I believe and philosophy, worldview. I've just been open to a whole different realm of thinking. It's been really great.
The one thing I'm going to take away from this program is my prayer life. Being able to have a steady prayer life now because of this program.
I've gotten a lot better as far as time management. I really think I'm a lot more prepared to go into my first year of college now.
I mean, I still have a lot of questions, and I don't think I'm ever going to get them all answered, but I definitely feel more confident than I did before at the beginning of the year, and I think I can articulate it better than I could.
It's definitely been worth it because it's going to be something that lasts me past college and into my family life and into my grandchildren's life.
It's given me hope, and it's given me sort of direction for what I want to do with the rest of my life. And I think that I probably wouldn't even be in school right now if it weren't for Impact 360. I wouldn't be going to a four-year university, that's for sure.
And that's what I think Impact 360 really brought home to me was, hey, come here, believe in what you believe and know why you believe it.
I would say one of the largest things that I'll walk away from Impact 360 with is the love of ideas and also just the desire to know and answer questions about life, to be able to question people and to be able to discuss great issues in life and realize that I don't have to know everything, but I do need to question everything.
Learning to love God with my whole mind and learning why I believe what I believe, and learning to reason and learning that I can prove the existence of God is all things that I've grown to love and respect about Impact and expectations that I didn't have.
I think Impact 360 is the reason that I'm not going to become complacent, the reason that I'm going to think big about life and about God's plan.
I've become close with 17 other students who had the same desire to know and be and live just as I do. We have been able to just help each other grow in the Lord and learn more about what we believe and why we believe it.
I was talking with one of my friends from Impact, and we were saying, this is where we grew up. We were only here for 9 months, but in those 9 months, we agreed that we'd probably matured more than in our 18 years prior to that. So I would really say I became a man here.